Hello, Dehesa here, and we are going to make this one quite short. In this video, I want to share with you the biggest shift around fear that has occurred for me this year. This year only, it's only occurred this year, but it's been an evolution that has led to massive growth in my business. And I'm kidding you not, right? So if you are here and you are a coach, a healer, spiritual entrepreneur, any sort of entrepreneur who has a spiritual growth or soul's completion or soul's growth as a core value in your life and also in your business, I'm willing to bet you have experienced this before, because as we are in this process of growth, of course we experience fear, right? So for me, like, my relationship with fear has been quite the evolution. Let's start with the beginning. Before I knew anything about fear, I used to think there was something wrong with fear, blah blah blah. This is old story now, okay? Like, now we all know that you have to feel the fear and do the thing anyways, right? We all know this. I'm just going to assume we all know this now, right? But there's two things that I want to share around this, right? Even though, like, that's when I really started shifting. Before, I was like, oh my God, I'm afraid, so let me fix this fear, then I can do it. No, it doesn't work like that. And when I understood that, it changed everything for me. The other thing that I also understood is that fear actually carries a certain type of energy. Fear carries a certain type of energy that can actually be paralyzing. And there's one thing that I do like very well that I started really kind of leveraging in my business, and it's helped me a lot, right? So, like, there's the fact that, okay, I changed my mind around fear, knowing that, hey, it's something, you feel it and you do it anyways. But I also started understanding that fear carries a certain type of energy, right? And if you have the ability to manage that energy, you can move through fear faster. So, like, when I learned to manage, like, energy, like the energy of fear inside, what I'm talking about is inside of my body, then I started moving through fear much faster. And can you do that? You can do that simply, like, it's very simple. You can have your own way. I personally use my energetic system, right? Like, some people do things like they go run to shake that energy out of their system and stuff like that. For me, like, I know exactly, like, there are certain meridians in your body that carry the energy of fear. And simply, like, when I get into the space of, oh, I'm afraid, and I feel frozen, like, I feel like I'm freezing, like, frozen, like, literally, the energy of fear can make you freeze. All I do is really open up those meridians, like that part of my energetic system. If you want to know more about this, by the way, I have Golden Aura 5-day challenge coming up very soon. I share all the details about your energetic system, how to leverage your energetic system for creating growth in your business, in your coaching, and, like, there's so much that we go into when it comes to that in Golden Aura 5-day challenge, right? Anyways, I digress, right? So, like, everything that I just said, meaning, like, feel the fear and do it anyways, and then being able to manage the energy of fear inside of your body, right? That I have gotten, that's what has gotten me to grow really, like, all the way up until the beginning of this year, right? But this year is one big shift that has happened that, like, I use this all the time. And it happened because I was having a conversation with my mentor, and, like, I was sharing something that I actually wanted to do, and she was like, why don't you, like, up the volume on that, like, do more of what's working? And I was like, what if I do that and then it doesn't work, right? And then she said one sentence to me, and she said, what that really means is that your fear of losing is bigger than your desire to win. Your fear of losing is bigger than your desire to win. And then when she said that, it was like, oh my God, And I checked in with myself, and I checked in with my desire when I say it wasn't like in that particular instance, it wasn't my desire to win that I wanted to look at. What I was looking at is like, what is your true desire? Right? What is the true desire in your heart? Why is it that you started this work? And for me, it always went back to like, in that particular, I remember like I actually, like I bawled that day. Well, she didn't know that, but like later with myself. I had tears. Why? Because I asked myself, why did you start your business? You started your business because you knew it was going to contribute to your own spiritual growth, personal growth. You started your business as well because you wanted to show up and share what it is that you know for others to experience the same. For others to experience, of course, spiritual growth, of course, like connection to the heart, and also, of course, for them to even realize that and materialize that through making money in their businesses and through really growing the impact in their lives and their businesses. And then the question that I really ask myself is my fear truly bigger than that desire of, first of all, my own like soul's growth? Is that fear bigger than, like me alongside with so many humans evolving with our souls and really experiencing the truth of who we are deep inside, in the process of playing with money, playing with business growth, and all of that? And the answer was, heck no. The answer for me, like I'm even getting goosebumps as I'm saying this now. The answer is heck no. The thing is, in that moment was I was like, I wasn't thinking about my vision. I wasn't thinking about like the true desire in my heart. I was just like in the mix of, oh well, I'm afraid of, so I'm going to stay in my comfort zone. And staying in my comfort zone goes like completely opposite to what the true desire of my heart, of my soul is, which means soul's growth and soul's completion, right? And soul's evolution. And there's nothing that happens in that realm when we stay in our comfort zone. And that is the one thing that I always keep going back to now, right? It really shifted. Like this year, I experienced, like when I say massive growth, I experienced massive growth in my business, money-wise, impact-wise. And the reason why this happened is because I stopped, like, it's not that I'm not afraid. I'm afraid all the time. Whenever fear comes up now, I always go back to, is that fear bigger than the desire in my heart? Is my fear bigger than, the true desire of my soul? And if it's like up until now, I have yet to find any fear that is like, it's like my fear of losing, my fear of whatever is never bigger than my desire of growth, my desire doing this with others as well, experiencing my soul soaring and experiencing like all the things around it. With that said, what I find is super important is having the ability to actually connect to that true desire. And so I actually posted a video about this yesterday. Oh yeah, like if you look, probably the video before this one, where you can start having like a little bit of an experience of that, right? So I'm sharing this because this is something that I have practiced over and over and over again this year around the topic of fear. I always keep now asking myself, whenever I have fear, I keep asking myself, is that fear like bigger? Am I more afraid? Is that fear bigger than the desire that I truly have in my heart? I hope this video was of service to you in some way, because I've used that all year, the majority of this year. and it really has created tremendous. It has made me move, like move through fear. It's like heck no, no, fear is not. It's like no, fear is not bigger. My fear of losing is not bigger than my desire to really accomplish what it is that my soul feels like it wants to accomplish on this planet Earth, right? And so if you don't feel that way, my sense is that you may want to really deepen that connection with yourself, that connection with what you truly want, that connection with what is it that I really, really want, right? And if fear is stopping you, it's probably because that fire is not, it's like it's not fully alive yet. And a lot of the times, honestly, this is my sense of this. A lot of the times it's probably because you probably have not found yet that which is your thing, right? That which is your thing. In which way? In which case, I'll still say, go back to that, right? Go back to really feeling the energy of your heart, the energy of your soul, which I continuously do. There's a little bit more to this, because there's that, and there's like other energies in your body that can really awaken and really turn that fire on. And when that fire is on, really, like what my experience of it now is that nothing can stop you, really, right? And again, we have Golden Aura 5-Day Challenge coming up. I'll be talking about it all week here, simply because it's something that I'm so fired up for so many humans to experience that. And you'll also understand in Golden Aura what I mean by the fire, like literally the fire in you. Without that, like we just live kind of like a lukewarm life, if you know what I mean, right? And so I'll put something right after this video, inviting you to Golden Aura 5-Day Challenge, right? Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again in the next one. 5 days to accelerate momentum in how your work impacts others in the world as a coach, healer, or any sort of service provider. 5 days to accelerate momentum in how you attract clients in your own. 5 days to accelerate momentum in how you receive money in your business. This is what the Golden Aura is all about. Why Golden Aura? Golden Aura because your energy field plays such a huge role in how you attract clients in your business, in how your work impacts others in the world, in how you show up, and in the results that you receive as you show up. Regardless of whatever past experiences or beliefs or doubts or fears or blocks that you feel may have been slowing you down on your growth, I am here to share with you that you can find the answer to all of that in your energetic system. In Golden Aura 5-Day Challenge, you are going to learn how to tap into your own energetic system to shift your mind very, very quickly back to a mind that supports your growth. Because let's face it, a lot of the times the reason why we are not creating what we want to create is because our mind stays more in the zone of doubts as opposed to our mind being into the trust and knowing that we're creating this, right? So you will learn how to utilize this powerful tool that you already have to quickly shift your mind always back to the mind that supports your goal and vision. You are going to learn how to tap into this energetic system to support the processing the emotions that often slide us into procrastination mode, and rather than that, you will be taking action like nobody's business. Also, in addition to that, you will learn my little secrets that you can utilize to create an energy field that naturally pulls clients into your home as you are taking action. So how will this work? Pretty simple, really. Once you are signed up for Golden Aura 5-day challenge, every morning during this challenge at 4 a.m. New York time, a special video training will make its way magically into your inbox. These special trainings will be 15 minutes long or less than that. And the special focus of these trainings is to guide you into accelerating your momentum in your coaching business or in your services that you provide to others into the world. Well, all it will take really is 15 minutes of your time every day for 5 days to accelerate that momentum in your coaching business, in the way that you receive money, in the way that your work has an impact in the world, whether you are a coach, healer, or service provider. Now, with that said, there's more, right? Every day, I am going to be going live for a deepening session for the topic of the day, right? So I'll be going live in Zoom. If you are able to join me, that would be fantastic. On these calls, I get to answer some of your questions. On these calls, I get to go deeper on the topic of the day, which actually is going to create so much more expansions for you energetically, and really create more of an acceleration in how you create more growth in your coaching, in your business. If all of this is sounding exciting to you, there's only one thing left for you to do, if you haven't done so already, is to find the link around this video somewhere, or the button around this video, for you to click and register for this extraordinary and exquisite time that we are going to have together. We're going to have a blast, and I can't wait to have this experience with you.